Ever walked past a church and wondered about the people who dedicate their lives to it? You might have heard the terms priest and friar used, maybe even interchangeably, but are they the same? While both are vital to the Catholic faith, their roles, lifestyles, and missions are surprisingly different. Let's uncover what sets them apart. Imagine the Catholic Church as a massive, intricate organization. Within it, you have different teams, each with a special job. First up, we have priests. Think of a diocesan priest as the spiritual leader of a specific neighborhood, or what the church calls a parish. His primary role is sacramental. He's the one who celebrates Mass, hears confessions, baptizes babies, and presides over weddings. He is ordained to be a direct link between God and the community he serves. Most priests are diocesan, meaning they're attached to a particular geographic area, a diocese, and they typically live in a rectory right next to the church, deeply involved in the day-to-day lives of their parishioners. Now, let's talk about friars. The word friar actually comes from the Latin word frater, which means brother. This gives us our first big clue. A friar is a member of a religious order, like the Franciscans, who followed the example of Saint Francis of Assisi, or the Dominicans, known for their preaching. Unlike a diocesan priest who answers to a local bishop, a friar's life is dedicated to his community of brothers and the specific mission, or charism, of his order. They take vows of poverty, chastity, and obedience. This means their life isn't tied to one parish. It's about living and serving together as a brotherhood. This brings us to a major lifestyle difference. A diocesan priest can own personal property, like a car or a house, and receives a salary to manage his personal expenses, though he's expected to live simply. Friars, on the other hand, take a vow of poverty. This is radical. They don't own anything personally. Any money they earn or gifts they receive belong to the entire community. It's a powerful statement about detachment from worldly things. You can often spot a friar by his distinctive clothing, called a habit, like the simple brown robes of the Franciscans, which identifies his order. A diocesan priest typically wears black clerical clothing with a Roman collar. Their work also looks quite different. A parish priest builds deep, long-term roots. He's a spiritual father who walks with families through generations, celebrating their joys and comforting them in their sorrows. He becomes a stable, familiar face in the community. Friars, however, are often on the move. Their mission is more itinerant. Their order might send them to teach at a university, serve as missionaries in a foreign country, run a hospital, or work directly with the homeless on the streets. Their flexibility allows them to respond to pressing needs wherever they arise, often far beyond the walls of a traditional parish. So, here's where it gets interesting. Can a friar also be a priest?
Absolutely!
Many friars are ordained as priests, which means they can celebrate all the same sacraments as a diocesan priest. However, their primary identity is always that of a friar. Their priestly work is filtered through the lens of their order's mission. A Franciscan priest, for example, will carry out his duties with a special focus on poverty and solidarity with the poor, while a Dominican priest will emphasize intellectual study and preaching. In a nutshell, the main distinction lies in their structure and focus. A diocesan priest is the shepherd of a local parish, rooted in a specific community. A friar is a brother in a religious order, living in community and serving a broader mission that can take him anywhere. Both are essential, beautiful vocations that enrich the church in their own unique ways, showing the incredible diversity of paths one can take to serve God and others. Thanks so much for watching. If you found this interesting, please give this video a like, and don't forget to subscribe for more content that explores the fascinating world of faith and culture. See you next time.